and welcome to Outdoors and Country Living. My name is Leanne. In this video, I'm going to show you how I will be pressure canning carrots for the pantry. Stick around. Obviously, we're going to need some carrots. We have purchased our carrots from Azure Standard. This is a 25-pound bulk bag of organic number 2 carrots. So I'm just rinsing them off. And I will be leaving the skin on the carrots. I will not peel them. We normally never peel carrots that we cook with. And the skin on these is nice and thin and smooth. Just want to clean your carrots, wash them off pretty well. Now that I have them all washed, we're going to start cutting them up. Let's get chopping. Obviously, we want to cut off the top of the carrots. Trim the bottom. Some of these I won't be trimming and you'll be able to see that. I'm just cutting them in about 1/4 inch round pieces. 1/4 inch thick, that is. You can really chop your carrots however you want, but we like them sliced in coins or round pieces. Here you can see the thickness of the pieces. I'm just going to get them all chopped up here, and then we will move on to the next step. Some of these carrots are oddly shaped, but it doesn't really matter. Just keep chopping them. Some are really big and some are on the smaller side. Alright, I've got them all chopped up. Again, I did not peel them. We like to eat the whole carrot. And your nutrition is in the skin. So now we're going to pack them into clean jars. These are room temperature. They're not hot. They're just clean quart mason jars. And we're going to be using pink Himalayan salt, 1/2 teaspoon per quart. You could go up to a full teaspoon of salt if you want. Salt is just for flavor. Has nothing to do with the preservation of the carrots. Just be sure you use a non-iodized salt because iodine can alter your taste and the clarity of your liquid. So we're going to start putting the carrots in each jar. Just going to drop them in there. Bang it on the palm of my hand to fit as many carrots in each jar as I can. Leaving about 1 inch or 1/2 inch of headspace. I'm just going to keep filling all of the jars until this bowl is empty. I think canning carrots is one of the easiest things you can do. We're going to be pressure canning these carrots today. Since they are a low acid food, they require to be pressure canned. These will be pressure canned at 10 pounds of pressure for 30 minutes. Now that I have all of the jars filled, I'm going to add the half a teaspoon of salt to each jar. So this 25-pound bag of carrots resulted in 20 quart jars of sliced carrots. You can tell I've come through and topped off each jar with carrots, and they're about half to a quarter inch of headspace now. So half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt to each jar. Like I said earlier, you could add a full teaspoon, but we prefer just half. I'm using cold tap water because we have well water. If you use or have treated water, make sure you filter it and use filtered water. The things they treat the water with can alter your taste of your product. So I'm adding the water to about half inch of headspace, basically to the top level of your carrots. Wipe each jar rim just to get rid of any potential salt that might be there. I'm just using a dry paper towel. Carrots are pretty clean. Don't require a damp cloth, but you could use a damp one. So now we're putting on lids and bands to fingertip tight. With pressure canning, you don't want to screw your lids on too tightly because your lids will buckle. These are just room temperature lids and bands. We don't heat them. Alright, all the lids and bands are on. We are ready to start filling our pressure canner with these canned carrots. I'm going to be using our double-decker All-American pressure canner today. This is a model number 930. It's so tall it will not fit on our stove because our microwave is above it. So we're using our portable burner. The information on the burner will be in the description below. I can process 14 quarts in this double-decker canner. So my canner is cold, my jars are cold, my contents of the jars are cold. We will be adding cold water. I add a splash of white vinegar, a splash to a quarter cup. That prevents clouding on your jars due to our well water. I bring that water level up about halfway on the jars. Here I'm adding the rack for the second layer. Once I get the second layer in, then I will secure the lid and turn the burner on high to start heating everything up. Once the canner gets hot, turn it on high. I'm not putting the weight on. The canner will get hot. Steam will come out the vent pipe, and we want steam to come out the vent pipe for 10 minutes. This is called venting your canner before we add the weight. You must vent your pressure canner for 10 minutes. Then we will add the weight at 10 pounds because our elevation is under 1,000 feet. If your elevation is higher than 1,000 feet, you need to check a trusted canning guide for proper poundage. So I'm up to 10 pounds of pressure. My weight is jiggling and my gauge is telling me I'm at 10 pounds. I'm setting my timer for 30 minutes. We'll let this go for 30 minutes. When that 30 minutes is up, I will turn the heat off. Let the canner naturally cool down to 0. Remove the weight and still allow the jars to remain in the canner for a few more minutes to prevent siphoning. I usually let the jars sit in the canner after pressure has fallen to 0 for about 10 or 15 minutes before I remove them onto a towel on the countertop for them to cool for 12 to 24 hours. Once they're fully cooled, I will remove the bands, wash the jars and the lids, label them, and get them ready for storage. But isn't that pretty simple? Canned carrots with a little effort. Here I've removed the bands and I've washed each jar because carrots are a little sticky. So you want to clean your jars real well, dry them off, label them, and put them in your food storage pantry. So there you have it. That's how you can carrots in a pressure canner. They will taste fantastic, and use them in various recipes. Thanks for sticking around and watching how I pressure can carrots for our pantry. Now why don't you go do some for yourself? Until next time, take care of yourself, and we'll see you later.